Hi everyone, it's Kim with your Angel GPS, and I'm back with your weekly messages and guidance for the upcoming week, September 2nd through the 8th. Happy September! We all know I love brand new months that, fresh, clean slate ahead of us. We can manifest and create anything we want to in the coming weeks. So I'm happy to say happy September. For this week's reading, I went with the Guardian Angel Tarot deck. And the very first card that I drew for this week is the Two of Abundance. And this card, it's indicating that balance is still a bit of an issue for you going into this week. The last couple of weeks, balance has really been coming up. And in fact, last week's entire reading was all about maintaining balance in your life and trying to kind of even things out and that sort of thing. So this card is indicating that coming into this week, there's still that balance issue that you really need to kind of work on. It's not as big an influence for this week. You've actually, hopefully you have been, even if you haven't been working on the balance thing, things should be starting to smooth out for you, go a little bit easier for you, and you're really kind of finding that balance in your life again. It's coming back. But there is still a little bit of a little bit off there for you. As I said, it's not as big an influence this week. It really is getting easier for you. So this particular card is actually indicating that, or not indicating, but encouraging you to kind of take a playful approach to whatever happens to be going on. Rather than really stress out about, okay, I've got to get this done, but I've also got to get that done. Got to find the time to do all of this and take care of myself too. And it's really asking you not to be too stressed out about it at this point. As I said, things are getting easier now, so you can kind of relax and back off a bit and take a bit of a playful approach. Let that inner child out to kind of take over things for a while. You've seen kids, they don't really stress out about having 1,000 things that they have to do. They just do what they can when they can, and they hope to accomplish everything they set out to. They don't really worry about it, and that's what this card is telling you to do, is don't get too bogged down by this. Just kind of try to have fun with it, go with the flow. Realize that you can't always accomplish everything. There's just not enough hours in the day all the time, but if you can do what you can with the time that you have in the different areas of your life, and as long as you're just spending equal amounts of time and energy in the different areas of your life to kind of keep things flowing smoothly, it's all going to come together for you. This card also indicates possibly that you might be, like, say, working 2 different jobs or transitioning from one job to another, and that's kind of causing a little bit of stress and imbalance in your life right now. Again, just go with the flow. Just kind of do what a little kid would do. Just have some fun with it. Just keep a positive mindset while you're, doing all these things and multitasking if it's necessary. Just stay positive and find the fun in it. Make a game out of it if you can. It'll make it easier on you. Just kind of relax, and things are really starting to smooth out for you. So don't worry too much about that. The second card for the week is, there we go, it's Creativity and Abundance. And we've actually had this card come up several times between not only the Guardian Angel deck, we had this one I think 2 weeks ago, but it's also in the traditional tarot. It's Major Arcana card number 3. It's also known as the Empress. And that has actually been coming up several times, several times with the daily guidance cards also. But this particular card, it's a call to action. It's letting you know that the planning stages are over. You've been preparing, you've been getting ready for stuff, you know what you want to do, you have your hopes, your dreams. It's time for you to get started on them now. No more sitting back and waiting. I know we've said several times in the past too about, that saying about you don't need to see the whole staircase, just take that first step. And again, this card is saying you've got whatever you need. The creativity part of this card will bring you the abundance. It is creativity and abundance after all. But you've got that creative mind. You really know how to get things done and how to really do whatever it is that you need to do to get the ball rolling on these new projects or endeavors that you really want to get going with. But you're never going to get the ball rolling if you don't take that first step. So again, this is a call to action. It's time for you to just go ahead and get started. Just know that whatever you need for the beginning stages, you've got this. You have whatever you need to get going with it. And as things start to get rolling and things start progressing and moving forward, whatever information you might need, or if you need to acquire a new skill, or whatever it is that you're going to need to keep progressing and moving forward and building this bigger and better, it'll all come to you as you need it. But you'll never need it if you don't get started. So that's this week's call to action. Again, that's been a rather recurring message over the last couple weeks too, is, just get going. Stop procrastinating. Just do it. This is our Nike card. Just do it. The final card for this week is the Ten of Abundance. We have a lot of abundance going on this week. This card is letting you all, just reminding you also, when you're looking at your life and your abundance, this card wants you to know that you actually have quite a bit of abundance in your life already. You've got your family, your friends, you've got a place to live, if you that sort of thing. It's reminding you to look for everything that you already have in your life, because as the other cards are indicating, that things are changing for you and you're looking for new directions. Maybe it's a new career, or just building on an existing one, or new projects, endeavors that you want to be working on. While you're working on those and focusing on accomplishing all these things and succeeding, this card, the Ten of Abundance, is reminding you to don't forget about the things that you already have. You've already got a lot of abundance in your life going on already. You've got your family, you've got your friends. You have a lot of things in your life that you don't need to forget about right now as you're moving on, because a lot of times as you're trying to start something new and moving forward, you start thinking about all the things that you want and all the things that you don't have yet, and you're trying to accomplish, but you haven't done them yet. And you're focusing on that, and that's actually focusing on the lack. And you don't really want to focus on what you don't have yet. What you want to be reminding yourself of is what you've already got, what you've already accomplished, all that you already have. And when you start focusing on that, you're going to bring more things to you. So the best way to attract more abundance into your life, whether it's family, friendship, love, money, whatever it is that you want and need in your life, abundance comes in all kinds of forms. Remember what you've already got, though, too. And even if it's like, well, let's say, we're using money for an example, that you don't think you have enough money, you really want more abundance in that area of your life, and you can't focus on what you already have because you already know that you don't have enough, or maybe you're without a job and you're concerned about that sort of thing, and you're concerned about finances. It doesn't have to be that same subject. When you start worrying about what you don't have and focusing on things that you don't have or haven't accomplished yet, stop that train of thought and go back to looking at the things that you already do have in your life. Even if it's not that same form of abundance, you have other things that you're abundant in. And just focusing on all the abundance you've already got in your life in all areas of your life is going to start bringing more abundance to you in all areas of your life. So don't forget about those little things. And this card is also the outstanding message that I keep getting off of this card too, is to remember abundance, it's about quality, not quantity. So maybe you don't have those 5,000 Facebook friends or that $1 million mansion, that sort of thing, but you do have some really good close friends. You've got some good family members that are there to support you. You've got a place to live, that kind of thing. It's all about quality, not the quantity. So you don't have to have a lot of something to be abundant in that area of your life. As long as you've got enough that you need that's really keeping you happy and keeping you supported, that's all you really need. More is sometimes always better, but it doesn't have to be better. So that's another thing that the cards really want to have you keep in mind this week, is that it's all about the quality. And I don't know if, I'm sure you probably noticed yourself, we have a 2 of abundance, creativity and abundance, and the 10 of abundance. Abundance is really coming up for you for this week. Again, I keep tripping over my words. I apologize. An overall blanket message and guidance for this week is, again, as I said, focus on abundance, focus on what you've already got. Not saying to take your attention away from where you want to go and what you want to accomplish. Focus on your dreams. That's great, but remember to be grateful for what you already have too. Make sure you're noticing these little things during the day that are signs of abundance in your life that you may be forgetting about. You really want to pay attention to that, because that really will bring more abundance to you in all areas. And that's all I have for you for this week. It's all about abundance this week. And I will see you back next weekend, or next Saturday, for the following week's angel messages and guidance. And hopefully I'll be speaking a little better next week. And that's all I've got for you. I'll see you then.